As we continue to talk about finding success in our gardens, I want to talk today about maintenance and pest issues. Whenever we're talking about failures or struggles we're having in the gardens, we can look to that as one of our other key points. We've already talked about soil prep, we've talked about irrigation and plant selection. Maintenance and pest control is really key, especially once our plants are planted and we're in our production time. Cleaning up around our planter beds is super important. Making sure we're staying on top of the weeds. And one of the worst weeds that we have is bindweed. It comes and it's everywhere, and if it's let to go out of control, it is super hard to contain and almost impossible to contain without chemical intervention, which most of us don't want to do. So by taking those weeds out by the rooting systems, completely pulling them out of our garden beds, we also need to be focused on oxygen flow and airflow within our garden beds. We don't want to have leaf litter along the top of it. Sometimes we think, oh gosh, isn't that good compost? Won't that help our veggies? But really, we have too short of a garden season here in Utah in order for that to be super effective. So you want leaf litter and waste to be moved out of that bed so that you have oxygen and air and sunlight getting into that soil. As far as pests go, a lot of pests can be contained, again, by not letting them have places to hide. When we let debris or wood or empty things be laying around in our garden areas, that is where pests will come. That's where they'll lay their eggs, and that's how the system gets kind of out of control. So by staying super clean, by also doing irrigation by drip irrigation or soaker hose irrigation where we don't have a lot of wasted water, and by proper soil prep and having healthy growing conditions, healthy plants by far can outcompete most pests. I hope that this year is a great year in the gardens. I look forward to seeing you and talking to you about your successes.